What's up? Welcome back to Maths with Gustin. We continue with the basics on mathematics. Let's have a look at addition of fraction. We're looking at example number 1 up until example number 6. But for now, for this lesson, let's look at example number 1 and 2. What you have right here is a fraction. So in fractions where you are adding and subtracting, you need to look for what we know as an LCD, which refers to the lowest common denominator. So basically what you're looking at the lowest common factor, or you're looking at these two things: lowest common denominator, okay, something that is common and is at the denominator, right? And it's at the denominator. And then also what you're looking for, you are also looking for lowest factor, okay? Or you're looking for you're not looking for lowest factor, rather you are looking for lowest common denominator or common factor, okay, which is also the highest factor, where this is what you are looking at. For an example, let's say you are given 1 over 2 plus 1 over let's say for an example 4. The lowest common denominator here would have to be 4. Therefore, you would say all over 4. Then you say 2 goes how many times into 4? It goes 2 times. Your numerator is 1. Then you have to multiply that 2 with the numerator, plus 4 goes how many times into 4? It goes once. Therefore, also multiply by the 1 that is there at the numerator. Therefore, after this, you would have to simplify this, which is going to be 2 times 1, which is 2, and then plus 1, which is going to be 3 over 4. Okay, I hope that is clear. Right now, let's move on. Let's come to this one. What is the lowest common denominator here? Our LCD right here is going to be 8. Therefore, you are going to say all over 8. Everything should be over 8. Then you say, what is our numerator here? Our numerator is a. Therefore, you need to say 2 goes how many times into 8? It goes 4 times. Therefore, that 4 needs to be multiplied by the numerator, plus you've got b here, which is at the numerator. Then you said 8 goes how many times into 8? Therefore, it goes 1. All right. Therefore, you multiply, simplify the numerator. 4 times a is going to give us 4a, plus b times 1 is going to give us b, all over 8. Okay, can you simplify any further? No, it can't be simplified any further. Therefore, this should be your answer. All right, good stuff. I hope it's clear. What do we look for? Lowest common denominator. Then we divide everything. Then we said how many times that the denominator go into your lowest common denominator. Therefore, you need to multiply that number that you get with the numerator. Okay, let's try it again here at number 2. Lowest common denominator is, I always say, if it's not numbers, it's variable, say everything at the bottom. So lowest common denominator is referring to everything that is at the bottom as well. In other words, there you go. Our LCD, it's AB. All right. Okay, let's come here and say, all right, we're going to say this is our lowest common denominator. Therefore, you're going to come here and say, therefore, when you simplify this, you're going to have AB as our lowest common denominator. Then what is our numerator? Our numerator is 2x. Therefore, you say b goes how many times here? It's like they're cancelling each other out, okay? So b will goes how many times here? It will go a. It's like you are saying ab divided by b. This b and b will cancel out, therefore you're left with a. So therefore, multiply by a. Plus a goes how many times here? When you divide here by a, this is our LCD divided by a. Therefore, you're going to be left with b. So numerator 2y multiply by b, right? So when you come here, what you're going to have, you are going to have 2xa plus 2yb all over our LCD, which is AB. Okay. Can this be simplified any further? Yes, you can take 2 out as a common factor, but in this case, I don't think it's necessary now, because we're just dealing with fractions. And this is how you would deal with fraction. Please don't forget steps on how to deal with this. Let me just put the steps for you here quickly. Steps number 1, you must get the lowest common denominator. After that, What do? Divide everything by that lowest common denominator. Okay, and then you must check on the number that is given or the variable, how many times does it go into the denominator. Then you need to multiply the lowest common denominator by the numerator. Okay, by the numerator. I hope this is good English. There you go. All right, guys, it's given fractions right now. Please make sure that you subscribe to this channel, and I will see you on the next upload.